Welcome to Jim's World. I'm Jim, it's my world, and you have entered, and I appreciate it, and thank you for entering. I'm into some hard topics tonight, as I said I would be. This show is going to be my third show. Peace of mind, as I said on my first show. Catch me, dream catcher. That's what this song is. I'll tell you, this is going to be a tough show. One take. I'm trying to do this without any cuts. I'm not going to edit if I can. This one has to do with being abused. Sexual abuse. Rough sexual abuse. Growing up in tough, I'll tell you. Animal sexual abuse is what I'm talking about, by dogs, okay? As a little child, being brought up, and I'll tell you what, if this is too much, I hope somebody can learn. I'm not going to get too graphic, but I am going to probably hit. I just feel like setting me free and maybe opening up the doors for somebody else to stop this from in the future, from just prevent extreme, any abuse whatsoever, whether it's physical abuse or sexual abuse, or as I said, extreme sexual abuse. I'm going to cut the music off here and continue with this. Thank you for joining me. You're on my YouTube channel. I hope you click like, and I hope you share this. This is an important one to me, and it might be hard for someone to watch, but I'm going to go into just what you need, just to get some things out there and knowing for myself and for others who may also be having the same problems that people don't even realize what you went through in life, what I went through in life. It's harsh. Here we go. Thank you for staying with me. As I said, my name's Jim, and again, this is my third show. The topic I want to hit on today is exactly what I started to say, sexual abuse to your children, to a child. It might not even be your child. Not that I'm not just sexual abuse to children. That's what I'm trying to say. Growing up, I had some, I can just share that I've had some extreme measures taken. I have a scar that I've lived with since I was, 6, 7 years old, maybe younger, probably 6 or 7 years old from what I can recollect, where I had a scar on my right inner groin thigh area from where a dog ripped me open with its claws while having its way with me, well encouraged to have its way with me. And I'll tell you what, that is a permanent scar, along with the permanent scar left within up here. It's been a rough thing dealing with that. Being hung and suspended from a ceiling, being trained to do that and climb up on your own, totally naked, and yes, performing, and that's all very tough to grow up with. And you know what? 51 years later, I'll be 52 in September, and 51 years later, I started coming out and talking about this with very close people, other family members, friends. Today, it kind of all came to a head today. I'll tell you, and I've been wanting to talk about this anyways. I started sweeping. I was sweeping a garage, and as I was sweeping, I realized the other person, one of my very good friends, who I'm working with here a little bit, helping out on the side. He came out and I was kind of laughing. in a not a fun way, just laughing to myself, and you know, in a way that I just was thinking. And I was thinking how I was just simply a task beyond sexual abuse and beyond extreme sexual abuse, as I just said. Just the simple task of sweeping a garage with a push broom. Many times when we were younger, when I was younger, and I say we because it wasn't just me, but I'm not going to go into any other details. I'm sharing my details. It would turn into possibly a bloody, a bad beating, a bloody thing if you did it wrong. And you know what? And it was growing older, up into my teens. That's when it would turn into a physical problem if something wasn't done right, as simple as sweeping a garage floor. At 12 or 13 or 14 years old, if you pulled the broom backwards instead of pushed the broom forward, you were in for some major bloody beatings. Bloody, bad. Been attacked with shovels, hitting the leg, took it away, and we'll go from there. Had seen many 2x4 beatings. So anyways, I'll tell you what. I'm just trying to give a little bit of why I feel that I can talk about the subject of abuse, okay? Maybe this is something I should be doing up in front of people. A therapist I did go to. I went to a therapist, however long, the year my mom died, I went to a therapist, and that was interesting. I mean, I don't want to get into depth right now with that, but she was amazed. And you know what? It's something that I don't have a hard time talking about with people if asked. My friend today, after telling him all this stuff and going over it, he was amazed. He knows me very close. Some people on here that I've been playing in this band with forever are going to be very surprised, even though they know that it was extremely violent. I mean, to extreme. It was extreme violence. And you know what? Came from somebody being brought up in a orphanage in Parmadale. Over in, it was a bad experience, and it was brought into the family. I'll tell you what, just like my friend today said, he says, I got beyond that because I have a beautiful daughter, and my daughter, I obviously, he claims he's known me for a very long time, since school days, and he just says, Jim, you don't even have a mean bone in your body. And he's kind of right about that. He is. I try very, very hard not to have a mean bone in my body. It's a struggle, like I said, to affect your children that way, or if you know somebody who's affecting their children that way, there's a chance maybe somebody out there knows of somebody that this is possibly happening, and maybe not to the extremes that I'm talking about with dogs, and I mean more than one dog, several dogs. In fact, somebody else in this community of ours, within this community, I can say for sure, had the same problems and dealt with it in different ways, and a little bit older than me, but it's something that is unbelievable, and that you gotta try to stop abuse, no matter what. If it's alcohol, and it is alcohol abuse, in my case anyways, it was the alcohol abuse. It was not me alcoholically abused, because I was a young boy, but being abused by an alcoholic, extreme, which everybody knew about. The school knew about that. That's what bothers me about the school. The school system around here 100% knew about it, because the nurse at the elementary school, I was out of school for a few days, couple days, 2-3 days. I was being taken care of, never went to a doctor, had blood dripping from me daily for close to a week before the wound started to mend and heal, and I was being taken care of here at home. And the nurse then, was made aware, And the nurse at the school system that we came from, that I've went to my entire life, definitely knew. And I don't want to get it. Just people look the other way. So my point is, people need to stop looking the other way when there's abuse going on. They need to stop it. Okay? They need to think of their children. They need to think of the. And you know what? It sucks for a neighbor to butt in and turn something into, because you never know. Maybe it is just. I believe in reprimanding. I believe in, but abuse is another thing, and that's what I'm trying to hit on here. You don't know how deep the abuse is until it's too late. Sometimes, 51 years later, and actually I will say, I know where I'm at with 80% of what happened, okay? And there's many more instances being shared. Just with hunters. We used to go be shared with people and given off to go out hunting as a little boy with hunters in the woods, and I'm not even going to go there with this one. That's ridiculous, okay? It's just insane. So, growing up, yeah, the weird kid in school. Maybe I was a little bit weird kid in school. I remember my other neighbor here, who I went to school with since kindergarten, he had said about how I used to cry a lot. And you know what I did? I cried a lot. And, had a lot of trouble in my younger years in school. And growing up. And then, I'll tell you what, right now, I haven't drank still. I haven't been a drinker. I quit drinking. It'll be 11 years in October on my own. No DUIs, nothing like that. I just quit. Never been a big drug user other than marijuana. I quit using that. It'll be 24 years this year, or 25. I've lost track on that one, but the age of my daughter was a year, so I think it's going to be 25 years. And I'll tell you what, I feel good about all that. But it's still, that didn't help me with my struggle by quitting any of that stuff. So this is something that you live with for the rest of your life. You never understand it. The people, once you figure it out, sometimes in my case, the people are gone, meaning dead, and it's tough. This is, again, I really did this and came across with this whole deal here with this show. I wish people could ask questions, and maybe one day, you know what? Anybody can ask me questions. Just like my friend today, the one that broom situation I just explained. I really went off. I didn't have a major freak out. I did have a little bit of a breakdown over it, and I explained a lot more than what he knew. He knew a lot of things, but he didn't know what I explained to him today. And I'll tell you what, you become accustomed to it. You just, like I said, it was natural to come home from school as a latchkey child. So the latchkey child thing is not good. I don't know. It isn't. Years ago I didn't think much of it. I thought, no, it's not good. I'll tell you why. Because the latchkey situation, there's no way to know how that's going to affect that child till later in life. Anybody who says their kid's fine with that, understand me. There's no way to know later in life. Like here I am, like I said, at middle age, basically, hopefully middle age, roughly beyond middle age a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you what, I look totally different at things. It's a shame we can't turn things around and go backwards in time, and confront situations that should have been confronted. But you know what? It's over and done. All I could do, if I could get out there and help anybody understand and help them come to terms, like I've come to terms with stuff in my life, then I hope I'm helping someone right now by spilling my guts, just like others do. No, I'm no genius. I use common sense to go through with my life, I'm not a shit stirrer. I don't stir up problems. I don't. I tell I tell it like it is. I don't know what else to say. I'm really at just about at the end here, because I could go on with gruesome details, and that's not necessary. I've spelled out the picture, and it's bad, and it was bad. I mean, and it's enough. So nobody ever has to be afraid to ask me questions. Like I told my friend, like he came up to me at the end of the day and said, Jim, and he was worried a little. He was a little bit concerned, obviously, and he said, Jim, you know, I just want you to know, it wasn't your fault. And I said, oh, I know that, and I really do know that. It wasn't my fault. And that's, you know what, that's, oh my gosh, is that important? Because I'll tell you what, so many times in life, I've heard, I'm trying to think of the right saying, but people I've heard say, including some people in my own family have said this in the past, you know, whatever's in, you've dealt with, you know, I can't say it right, I'm sorry. I apologize for that little thing there. This is a rough video. You know, they say that you make your own way, that you make your own choices. That's what I'm looking for. No, you don't always make your own choices. Think about that one too. I debate that one with anybody. Your choices are not always made for you, especially as a child. Your choices, that's where I was going with this. Your choices. You don't make your own choices in life. Maybe later in life you make your own choices, but I'll tell you what, maybe these later in life choices that are being made have something to have you at a very major drawback in life because of really, really, really deep emotional problems and feelings that have happened in younger years, your childhood. So all of us have, many of us have these problems. Many people soak themselves in drugs or beer. I mean, drinking, you know, beer or alcohol, and that's fine. People, and you know, I quit on a dime on each time. It wasn't a long thing. I just quit. Cold turkey, quit, bam, done. Not many people can do that. I did, and I'm probably done for the rest of my life. And you know what? That's fine. I still go play my music with 3 different bands. Hopefully there's 3 different bands. We haven't played for a couple months, but the summer was taking off, and I hate to, I'll get into the band situation on my next video. I will. I promise. I need to. For me, for my band members, whoever's left. Even though we got things going still. Like I said, I'm not going to, there's going to be other topics where I'm going to hit on, and there are going to be some hard topics. This one is probably one of the hardest topics for me. That's my phone. My mental health plan. That's funny. Alright. I will talk. I'm going to shut this video down, and I'm going to, I thank you all once again for joining me, and I hope you stuck it out with me. I hope I wasn't too long with this, and I hope that I was able to help out in many ways. Help myself out along with that. I'll help you out along with that. Help somebody that you know out along with this. Please share my videos. Please like my videos, and also please subscribe. Subscribe to this channel that you're watching. It helps me out. Yes, I admit that. My subscribers have gone up quite a bit lately. In this video, this Dreamcatcher, come on out and we're going to play this live for you one day when we get going here. So, once again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the one you're on, just right at the bottom, go to it, click YouTube, get on my channel, click like. Hopefully you liked my video today. Well, tonight, this late afternoon, early evening. And there will be more videos to come. It is what it is. And Profit Band. And then there's Arrowhead too. Arrowhead Band. Check all 3 out. We all are still here. We are all still going to be playing. And just can't wait to get out and see our fans. Which we have a lot of those. 30 some years, 37 years of playing. It's been, I'm keeping on going. Thank you again for your time. Jim's World, signing off. See you soon.